The foundation for any crochet project is generally going to be what's called a chain stitch or a chain. To start a chain in crochet, what we're going to do is begin with our slip knot. Place our hook on our slip knot loop, and you'll want to go ahead and tighten that so that it's about the width of the shaft of your hook here. Then, using our handhold, we're going to grab our yarn, grab our knot, hold it in place. To do a chain, the goal is to get your hook to grab this yarn and pull it through this loop on the hook. To do that, we are going to do what's called a yarn over. A yarn over means your yarn goes over your hook like this. Keeping your hook down, we're going to pull that yarn through that loop. Once it's through the loop, we then push that new loop onto the shaft of our hook to widen it out to the size of our normal stitch. Then what I do is go ahead and hold that loop, grasp the bottom of my new stitch, and repeat. You do a yarn over, pull that loop through the one that was on the hook. Once it's through, you stop pulling, push that loop back up onto the shaft, and we've got our new chain. Then, holding this loop, going to grab the bottom of this stitch and repeat. Go yarn over, use my hook to pull the yarn through that loop, push it back up onto the shaft. As I keep going, I may find that it might get a little tight. That might be because you didn't push this loop all the way back up onto the shaft of your hook. That's going to determine the size. If you only go down to here, this is the throat of the hook, you're going to be what's called choking the hook because this stitch is going to be too tight. Your hook won't be able to get through. So if you find that you can't get your hook through the chain, this may be the cause. So go ahead and just push that loop back up onto the hook, stretch it a bit, and get it nice and loose so that there is that gap right there for your hook to go through. If you find that you're having to stretch your hand quite a bit, just drop everything, shake your hand out, reset, grabbing with the tip of your fingers, get close to your work, grab the bottom of your chain, and tighten your yarn. Then you can continue. As you repeat this process, you will create what is called a foundation chain. And it will look just like this. On one side, you're going to have these little V loops that look like they're interlocking with each other, like a little braid. And then if you flip it, you can see that there are these little bumps on the back. And that is how you make a chain.